Hello, ladies. Good morning. I'm so excited to talk too much, ladies, and okay, we have two gentlemen, but one speaker. Who I am? I'm a basketball coach. I have a little bit of luck. I'm Olympic champion, head coach of 3x3 basketball. Do you know something about it? About Tokyo 2020 or 2021? Yes. And as a 5-on-5 coach, as a basketball coach, I was good experience. I was 2 times in NBA as assistant coach, and a lot of study, a lot of learning around Spain, Turkey, Germany, etc., etc., etc. I gave the resume. You can ask them; they will explain. Because when I was as a player before, I was professional player. I was not searching for learning. I don't know, but that was my mistake. But when I, as a coach, become a coach, when I integrate from the professional player to the coach, I was like Latvian champion in basketball. As a player, I feel that I know everything about basketball. Is it like overconfidence? Overconfidence is very bad. Confidence is very good. And when I start as a coach learning, I understand that I don't understand nothing about basketball. And I learn more, and then understand that too much complicated situations, and that I suggest you learn, be confident. That's my suggestion for you, as young ladies and your future of Latvia. I hope you know. You feel it you feel like your future of Latvia? Yeah. Very motivated answer. I like. Do you know what is very important to get a goal? What is before the goal? Mērķis. Do you know what? Do you have some response? Yes, motivation. Okay, but if you have a goal, you have a motivation. I like a little bit about plan. Do you know something about visualization? If you have a goal but you can't visualize the goal, it's impossible. Do you think about this in a lot of make it the same in a basketball for basketball players? But how you have a goal but you can't understand me, my English. Most important thing is that before the goal, if you have a goal, you will be motivated. Visualization, you can visualize what you want to get. I want to be an Olympic champion. In case I have this experience. When I was a small kid, I shame to tell you, but I was a small kid. I was play basketball. I want to be Olympic champion. I was watching the Atlanta '96 Olympic Games, the summer games. I was dreaming, I want to be an Olympic champion, etc., etc. When I was a young guy, I was dreaming about be NBA player. It's sounds nasty, but yeah, everybody dreaming who plays basketball. But in case by the time when I was becomes a player, professional player, something goes wrong. I don't know why. But I was a hard worker and dreaming, always dreaming, still dreaming, and I believe dream big, this motto, and always dreaming. Then when I was become a coach, I was forgot my dreams, but I have something inner in some countries, and as a coach, I was a hard worker too. I have a dream, I have a goals. But I forgot about my young days dreams, and one day I talked with my father. I can start to cry. I was 2 times in NBA as a coach, not as a player. I have a dream. Maybe I made wrong visualization. Understand? In Latvian it will be explained more easier. But that's the. I become Olympic champion. My wife told me, "Oh, you told me you when you were young you want to be an Olympic champion, but you not become like as a player. You become as a coach." They understand, recognize that I have a dream, I have visualization. Maybe I make wrong visualization how to when I want to become a Olympic champion or NBA. That's for me very important. I'm a coach of basketball players or young persons like the same age like you, and always I ask that you have a goal. He always will be motivated, because you have a goal, you are motivated. But you have to visualize your goal and believe in. My mistake was like maybe I was can be like Olympic champion as a player when I visualize everything perfect as a player, or I make 3-point shot in Olympic games and etc. etc. I make some small mistakes, and that's just I want to give a confidence you. You visualize your goal like you told before, the plan, make a plan. But what before visualization? What a very important thing. How do you think? Then believe. If you don't believe your goal, your visualization, nobody will believe you. In Latvian, I have a very good example. I try to tell in English. Like always, mothers say, if you don't love yourself, who will love you? No? If you don't believe yourself, I have a lot of situation as a coach. I sometimes believe more the players than they believe himself. I was like always mad. How it's happened? How do I believe you? As a basketball coach, for example, I can show to you, yeah? You are a basketball player. How it's happened? I believe, I trust you. I saw that you can, and you don't believe yourself. Why don't, for example, you don't make a 3-point shot free? Oh, I don't know. You can make it because I saw you work hard and etc. etc. And of course, I don't want to say that you now will go home and sleep in your bed and visualize it, make visualization and don't do nothing. You have to put the hard work, because end of the day you have sometimes, but something doesn't happen end of the story, like not end of the story, like after 10 years, you will stay close to mirror, understand everybody? And you will talk to yourself. Did I ever think that I can get a goal? For example, sometimes sorry because I put a lot of basketball, but sometimes like I have the players. I talk with the players, and for example, I talk. Okay, you have to make 100 shots. He comes after 20 minutes. Oh, I make 100 shots. I say, you really make 100 shots? Yeah, he maybe fakes the coach or someone else. Atri. Lie to the coach. But end of the story, like, 3 years, 4 years, if he lied to me, he lied to himself. Make sense? Yes, okay. And this for me, I can suggest for you, or like, the story, American story, Latvian always talk American story. I believe it because if you hard worker, you have a goal, you have visualization, and believe it, everything will happen. This is my story. I sharing my experience. It's not. I don't say this like likums rule, yes, but it's like I'm sharing. I just want to give a confidence to do it for you. Who is a leader? Who can tell me? Who is a leader in, for example, in a team, in a business corporation? Who is a leader? The real leader is like my experience, and like from basketball, but the same like times it will be in business corporation, is who makes better teammates. He trusts teammates. He like give an energetic or something like that. He's motivated teammates. That not who scores 20 points in basketball, like everybody's, but he makes his role in the team, and very good for very important for example, not a basketball team. It's like a very good example, but it's like in a business. If you have let's think about team izmantot corporation, okay, or like hood, sisterhood, yeah. and you trust each other for a goal of team. You take your part of the role in the team, and every role in the team is very important. For example, 3x3 team, Olympic champion team. Did you know? They have 4 players. Which player better or recognize? Do you know some? Edgars Kruniņš from Jelgava, no? And easy cheesy. But Kārlis Lasmans, I think everybody will know Kārlis Lasmans. He's like scorer, or Nauris Miezis. Everybody talks always MVP to blah 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 to Lasmanis, best scorer, best player, Nauris Miezis, and nobody talks of who told Edgars Kruniņš before. Yeah. And one girl from the Jelgava who knows Jelgava because Edgars Kruniņš from Jelgava said Edgars Kruniņš. Or Agnis Čavars. Anybody knows Agnis Čavars? Yes, perfectly. But nobody talks about him too much, no? Only one lady for Edgars Kruniņš, me about Agnis Čavars, some support from you. But everybody talks about Lasmanis. But they, as a team, they're like fist. And everybody, he has his role. And Lasmanis is very thankful for Agnes' role. But the real leader in the team is Agnis Čavars. He makes like a team, like a bone. He say what we have to do. And of course, everything all show is for Kārlis Lasmanis. But he's proudly thankful to Agnis Čavars, and he recognized. One time after that one tournament, he has an MVP award. He comes and he's showman, like he likes girls, talk, blah blah, etc., etc. But he comes and give to Agnis Čavars award. He's thankful because you make the team, you motivate the team, you trust me. You told me if you saw the last Olympic champion game final, Lasmanis score, maybe you can watch on YouTube. Yeah? It's like homework. Yes, and he told him, we make this set plays like situation, sudden beam, to you. I trust you. I saw like what before you did, just to make this shot, like before in practices. At the same time, this is a true story. If you will watch you will doing, blah blah. You understand me? Homework and watch this last shot in Olympic Games. I can say Kārlis Lasmanis every day make like an extra job, make a 20 scores after the practice, everything finishing this shot. And one more thing, he go home after the practice. I give him the you homework, visualize it. You scores in the end of the game, last important shot, like running out, you make the shot and visualization. And visualize like a lot of crowd around, and I say, etc., etc., etc. And I believe when he makes the last set place in Olympic champion final game, Olympic Games, sorry. I all time champion, want to say. And he scores. The very important shot of his life, I think. Any questions? Suggestions? No? My opinion, not my opinion, but when I would help you, and that will help you sharing my experience, that I want that you have a goal, you visualization, you make visualization, trust your goal, and be confident. But remember, overconfident is a killer in your feet. It's always happens. Like my experience in basketball, that's my experience.
That suggestion just wanted to say that I completely agree with you about
visualization.
Because last year I visualized that I will win one competition in music. But I visualized that I will get top 3.
Yes.
I didn't visualize that I will be the greatest.
Yeah.
And when I came to this competition, I wasn't shaking. I wasn't crying. I was really strong and confident about my winning, about this. And I played piano. Played on piano.
I understand, of course. Latvian English very good, understand. If you understand me, that I understand you.
I got the high score in all the competition, and I was the first in this competition. But I didn't visualize.
Do you know LeBron James? Of course, no. Okay, I can tell you a secret. How do you think what he's doing after the bad games? What he's doing? You don't understand me, Latvian English. Tā runā. Kāpēc dusmīgs skaties? Why are you angry? Paula, what's happened? He watching his highlights. It's like very simple. He lost the confidence. And like he's like 38 years old already. I'm older 2 years, but no. But he's watching his highlights. He get confidence back. And when he watching the highlights, next before sleep, who say we go and sleep, he go sleep and visualize all the, like analyze all the game, and he in the game bad situations, like with wrong situation, he goes in a visualization like in a positive scenario. Understand? And if the best basketball player in the world doing, I have experience, like I was in NBA, I was like, do you know Curry, Stephen Curry? Yeah, I have a very good experience. I was like before NBA, he was in a college, Davidson College, like NCAA he play, and I was like a nice experience to be assistant coach for while time. Not wild, small time, like, I don't know, 2 months. Understand me? It's wild time or small time, or how you think? Okay, for 2 months, short time. Nice correction. And he, I was like with the coaches, and he doing the same visualization. In Latvian, like it's talking about more sports from sports side, but in Latvian sport we don't do a lot of people visualization. Maybe outside sport is doing more, but I wanna like suggest you to make visualization, make a goal. But I don't say that you will sitting in the couch and then just I will make a visualization. Everything I don't do nothing. I will not like sleep all time, like watching Netflix or some in YouTube and nothing. Yeah, it's hard work. You have a goal. You visualization, trust. And you will, but sometimes you will better result. Like you want to third, you become one, because understand. Yeah, but I haven't finished my sentence. Okay, no, don't worry, I forgot.
I'll visualize it. What if there's an instance, if there's a person who is very highly motivated, the visualization is there, the dream is there, the motivation for work is there, but there's lack of financial help? What would you say to a person that has a dream?
Dream big. Man, but it's like homework, you know. It's not the best situation in my opinion, but it's like homework. Find out the way. If you say he's motivated, but okay, understand, but he will be extra motivated. He find out the solution. For example, he want to be a basketball player, but he visualized, he hard worker, and he understand that he works individually, lot of. It's my example, and he understands that he need the next step. Like, find out, come to the coaches, ask, because a lot of people is like welcoming, synergy. Maybe you talk with one. No, I don't understand. No, but find out. It's like it's extra motivation. And I believe in diamonds. Okay. I will try to explain what's a confidence. On that it will be difficult. In Latvian will be more easier. But I will try in English. Anybody in a life is driving with a car and manual shift. You feel it's very, 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 very difficult. Yes, I think ladies from but with a manual. But makes sense. But first time when you drive with a manual, first time you are like, it's my experience. Because I was like, do you know Gulbene? Okay, I'll tell secret, but nobody tells the story. I was like, I'm joking. You can say. I was like, some years ago was in Gulbene was a professional team. I'm from Riga, but I have like invited to play in Gulbene. They have a bronze medal in Latvian leagues. They have good team, but I have no driving license. I was already 19 years old, maybe, and I have a idea. I play in Gulbene. They no traffics and no lights. It's easy cheesy, Okay, I done. I make driving license in Gulbene. My first drive to Riga as a big boy. I don't know how to say. Very bad. I come to the lights, the right light, red, sorry. Green, behind me is a lot of cars. I was like in the first shift. I was like, I said, pee, I like this. I have no confidence because, not confidence, but I can't drive because I don't drive a lot. But when I start to drive, like that years was like, gas was like, I don't know, it was very cheap. Full fuel. And I drive in a Plownik. I'm from Plownik. That's why I'm moving too much. I drive all day, like I make experience. And that's like you drive, and later you're in manual, it's no problem. Make sense? Then you have a confidence later. You start, drive with a manual and drink coffee. Make sense? Makes sense. Then iPhone. And you keep driving with a manual. It's a true story, no? Well, that means you use a coffee and a cell phone, you get the confidence because you're feeling. But first time is like, I don't know how to say, like I'm looking, where's the pedals, And that's like get the confidence when you first, for example, for me, today was a low confidence because in English, I don't talk too much last like 3 months and I have no confidence in talking English. Now I feel a little better. I know I don't talk better, but I feel better, like for 2%. Yes, it's because I catch the flow or something like that. And overconfidence, how to find out the overconfidence? Yet you, for example, you're preparing for the game or preparing for the test. You are preparing, you make like everything like to prepare for the test. But when you start before the test, I know everything. Oh no, I remember. This is overconfidence, something like that. In a basketball, you, for example, before the game, you have to make stretching. Or you have to, your routine. It's a very important routine. Do you have any routines in your life? Like rituals? Latin. Rituals. Very good, Paula. Not you, Paula. You both, Paula. Okay. And that's the and before the game you like started dunking and talking. I know this is very good. Yeah, I will make a dunk and make 20 points. You have to recognize that you don't do your like routine before the game or before something test. You're like starting like I don't know how to say cheating yourself. But it's like somebody, like you are in the team, somebody can help you. Or a family, like mother, father, or like a coach. But in most important, that like next step for the person, you recognize by self. Oh, I started cheating. Yeah, and overconfidence is very, very bad in basketballs for sure. I answered the question. Is there difficult in answer to in English? Latvian, I'll explain 10 minutes more. Any questions? Yes, perfect.
Others when you do not have motivation.
Bad situation. why you know have no motivation? This person, you understand why you have no motivation. You need to spend time with yourself to find out. I always, when I start to work, like I work with 3 years ago with 14, 15 years old guys. Now they're 18, 19, like 17. And first, what I did, I always, like in the first practice, make a write on the list, motivation. Goals. Yeah. I write the same I did. I'm like coach of Turib University for young guys, like from 19 to 23. And the same I asking in the first, like not a practice, but like we make like salsa training. Paula? Like dry training, not in the basketball court. And then that I ask the maker write on the list of goals. But I am asking like for the players of basketball, they not only about basketball. 3 goals about only basketball, 3 goals out of basketball. In like 3 months, in end of the season is like a May, and the same day after 1 year. And I was coach like you know VEF Riga. Okay, some years ago VEF Riga has like a VEF junior team or something basketball academic. Okay, it's all about financial as they now close. As I was the head coach of like VEF Riga, and I was a VEF Riga assistant coach and a VEF school, like we calling VEF school, VEF academy for young guys. I have a lot of players who did with the same, like with the goals. And the players who correct explain his goals on the paper and hard work in the practices, because some write the goals and don't work in the practice, cheating all the time. I can explain about cheating. And they get the goals, they are pro players. Or say they go to the NCAA, that like college basketball, get a scholarship in the United States, like Francis Latsis, maybe somebody knows, Karl Latsis' son. Karl Latsis, everybody knows. Yeah, you can check it now in Google. And for example, in basketball, I always try to like motivated guys. Like sometimes you make a drill, like 10 meters, and ball handling with the left hand, like weak hand, okay, weak hand. And sometimes everybody like line is here, but somebody finishes the drill like here, no, 1 meter before. You saw sometimes in a sports lessons, I think you do everybody like that. No. And I catch the person always and I explain him. For example, if you cheat 1 meter here, cheat 1 meter here is 2 meters. We will do 10 times. Dribbling with a weak hand is 20 meters. If you will work every day, 5 days in a week, it will be how much? 100 meters. Okay? We cover all the 4 weeks in a month. It's 400 meters on only one drill. It's like, what's happened? 1 meter. Okay, I walk. And we, for example, work 10 months in a season, like in a year. It's 4 kilometers in one drill. And then somebody says, oh, why Yanis or John better dribbling or something like that, like me? I always practice with him. In one drill, like 1 meter is a detail. Do you know that from an airplane from Los Angeles, flying to New York, do you know where's Chicago? New York, Chicago, East Coast, Los Angeles, West Coast. If he have mistake for 5%, I can lie, maybe 2%, but I don't want to lie. 5%, they go to the Chicago. If flying from New York, from Los Angeles to New York, 5% mistake, he go to Chicago. But I read it a lot of time ago. I think it's 2%, but I don't want to lie that you will say, oh, he's lying. But it makes the 5% mistake, okay? It's a small mistake, no? Oh, it's okay. If you have to pay €1 or €1 5 cents, it's a big mistake. No, okay. but you fly to other city. And then for me, for example, like as a basketball coach and for Olympic team, like guys or for yours, always the details. It's all about details. If coach explain or person or parent explain the details, he has more experience. You need to listen. I was lot of clinics of basketball and always I learn. Sometimes I learn how I can take some information. Sometimes learn how to don't do it. You always can learn. Now you can from my text, Runa, speech, you can take something called 1%, but take 1%. Or how don't talk in English or blah blah, etc., etc. Yeah, you can learn always. I have a luck. I was like in your ages, 16, 17, and one lady who played basketball. She was professional, but she studied in the United States, and she gave me the book. And then was I start to as a player as interesting. I understand in Latvian book nobody talk. No coach talks about visualization. We that was like dictators. Yeah, they're like dictators or something like that. But for example, a little bit out of answer or a question. I work with the players, with a good, for example, every basketball player is a person out of basketball. For me, it's very important. And I wanted, like I told before, I wanted they get motivation. As a coach, I have to help motivate it. But if I have to motivate a guy who has a goal, I don't believe it no more. If you have a goal, you're already motivated. If you have no goal, nobody will help you to get the goal. If somebody needs motivated, if you are 20, 16, 17, 18, 19, if somebody needs you motivated, okay, you sometimes need a positive scenario, but if somebody in big case need to motivate it in your goal, it's not your goal. First of all, mistakes happens. From mistakes you learn. True. And with visualization, you can play your mistakes in the head until you believe that you're done, you make it. And have to for example, is a first is a very important from teammates. It's a team sport, no? Is it from teammates, from the coach? But in your do you have some videos when you play good? Okay, make visualization. You play good. If you make mistakes, before you've done something not hard or something you can better, you can answer you did it everything 100% before the 2 games. You can say dod zobu. You're sure. I feel it that you can't say I'm sure I did everything before in your career. You 100%. You play maybe as people who's play. I don't know. They work harder and before you. Yeah, that's why you make mistakes, because level is not your but it's not bad that you are in the level higher than you are. It's very good for you. For example, I always as a player want to play with the better players, because better players become worse there with me. I become better, and you're on the right way and keep working. Head up.
Thank you very much, Igros, for your questions, and of course, Raimonds, for finding the time to come here.
Thank you, ladies, and good morning.